we ready? Here we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Brandy,
And I'm Erin.
and we're the Daycare Sisters.
Were we supposed to say that together?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, we're sisters that are in-home daycare providers in our own homes. But we live very close together, and we talk all the time and see each other all the time. So,
Yes.
uh,
Currently, we have 50 followers.
which is crazy.
Yep, and we're still figuring this out.
Let's figure this out.
Oh my gosh. And also, like, we can't believe it. It's really validating. It feels great to have so many of you wanting to watch this, and
I'm still not, I don't believe it. It's more, I'm not to the validating part yet, because I'm still like, I don't know. So,
yeah.
I'm not quite there, because I just can't even believe that. So, it's crazy to me. But anyways, because we don't really know what we're doing.
Yep, we are starting this from scratch. We're learning every week. We learn something new.
Yep.
But if you guys know of another provider who might enjoy this,
Yeah.
share it.
Share it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And keep giving us feedback so we know how to
Improve
or do this better.
do it better. Yeah. And I think now we're on like all the things, right? Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook.
We will still post it fully to Facebook.
Yeah,
if
like
you-
the full episodes.
Yeah,
on
if you want
Facebook.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts, apparently
It's
you
easier
can,
to.
like stop, start, pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are a little bit
Many
easier
of
than
you
Facebook.
have said that you listen to podcasts, so you probably already know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, all right. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is something you can have on just in the background while you're making lunch. Or at nap time or, whatever. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And hopefully,
just something. I think how we do talk a lot on the phone or text and stuff. So it's really nice to have somebody to just talk to.
Yeah.
And just to have that, sometimes just to have, I don't know, feel like you're not going crazy, or to have another adult to talk to.
share a story that.
To share,
oh
yes,
my
we share
gosh.
stories all the time,
Yeah.
and or ask questions or get advice. We also love getting advice from other
Yes.
people. So, put in the comments if we say something and you have advice. We love that too.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
We
I
ask
think
each
we
other.
all need-
Yes, we are constantly asking each other for advice, or
yeah.
even with our own kids.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
so we.
And we're both in a very different phase with our kids. So
Yes.
to get advice for them even is
Yeah.
just fabulous.
Yeah. And our kids are so different. So we never, I don't know. So we always have questions.
Yeah.
We always have something coming up.
Yeah.
So there's always something new. And there's always a question about, how do I deal with this, with this daycare kid, or with my own kid, or whatever, or even just life in general, or even just we're talking about, we're both going through perimenopause, so we're talking about that, and how do we deal with
Yeah. And I mean,
that sort of
how
thing.
do
A lot
you-
of times we don't know, but it's nice to just talk about it.
Yeah,
and
and how
get
do
it out.
Yeah, and just what should we be doing?
Yeah.
What is there something that's better? Is there something that works
Or
better
maybe
than
we
the
saw
other?
something on
Yes.
Facebook or Instagram or something like that, and then we'll share it with each other.
Yeah.
So, and then we try it. Maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. We're still figuring life out. So it's, yeah. But
So we were thinking that this time we would kind of go over why we really wanted to start this, and how it kind of came about.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with this job is very, isolating in a way. You're with little kids all day.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of adult interaction.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to the parents.
And we
But-
do talk, but it's actually kind of therapeutic to sit here and talk like this. You know?
It is.
To just
Yes.
like have a time where we can just talk. And
we're not interrupted by our own kids.
that's what I was thinking. I was just going to say that because we're doing this and it's like we've made it like this is what we're doing. Our kids know what we're doing. They're not supposed to interrupt us, and we've shut and it's really, that in itself is really nice.
Yes. And
So-
sometimes they get together and play a game in the other
Yeah.
room while we're doing it.
They'll
And
be-
sometimes they're in separate houses doing,
My kids
because-
are back at home. I couldn't bring them this time, but
Yeah.
so yeah, my kids aren't even here right now.
Yeah.
So
But
because they interrupt constantly, so it's nice to just sit and talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, like over the years, it ebbs and flows. Like we've discussed, like how it's so isolating at times. And sometimes you're just like, oh my goodness, I don't want to be talked to. I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be, you're just like, it's just,
I want a cabin in the woods
Yeah.
to go to. Or I could just be away from everybody.
oh. And I
Yes.
think that was one of the reasons we wanted to start this, was because it was, at least we're hoping that some of you feel the same way
Yeah.
in terms of like not having a person to talk to.
Yep.
And or just listen to you or whatever. And I mean,
don't know.
that's kind
a
of
little more validating for everybody. Yeah. It's nice to be able to have someone to talk to, and I think a lot of daycare providers don't. We are lucky that we have each other.
Yes.
I mean, we're close, and we both do daycare, and it is. I feel like you're the only one that understands anything that we do, that we go through.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk to other people.
It is outside of this
profession.
Yeah.
It's really hard to talk to friends or anything. It's great to have friends, and it's nice to talk to them, and get together with them, but they don't quite understand.
And they're on
what
the
we
other
go
the other side of it. Like
Yeah.
they're the parent in the daycare situation.
Yes.
And so they're like, "Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like why
Yeah.
why is that such a problem?"
Yeah.
And I kind of over the years have stopped.
I've stopped talking. Yeah, you can't
like
really.
I don't really share a lot out
Yep.
of my job, which is hard because it's like, gosh, I want to talk about my job too, like
Yeah.
other people.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's hard because they don't see and feel everything that we are kind of
Yeah.
dealing with.
Yep.
And I just I think it ebbs and flows. Like some people ask me about it, but not a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they don't want to know, or
It's gotten a little bit better for me because, like I said before, in the last one, I have teachers' kids now, and I think and I love it because I think the teachers do get it
yeah, I could
a
see
little
that.
bit more.
Yeah.
So, and I have elementary school teachers, and so they have the younger kids too.
Yeah.
So they're dealing with a lot of the same, similar stuff. It's different for them.
Well,
but
and they are dealing with kids, and they are dealing with parents
yes, so
or guardians or whatever.
whatever. Yeah.
But
So they get it. They
Yeah.
understand that dynamic, and so I can actually talk to my daycare parents.
Yeah.
And they I don't have to. I don't know. It's they just understand what is happening
yeah.
in my home, and the expectations are realistic.
Yeah, so
me.
I think I mean, you and I have discussed this before, but like, I was talking to my husband about it because he didn't really understand, like, we were discussing like, why is it so isolating and stuff. And I said, because until they're in the stage of life that I'm in,
Yeah.
they don't get it.
Yep.
When they have a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, they don't have to go to a band concert at 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yes.
They don't need to
Why?
leave work.
I mean, I don't know why we
early.
have to either.
Right.
But
But still, like, it is very,
Mhm.
like, things happen before closing time. And they're like, why are you leaving today?
Mhm.
Like, and I'm like, well, this is at 4:00. This band concert's at 4:00.
Well, we have
This-
the kids' music programs in the middle of the day,
Yeah.
like during the school day.
yeah.
So
And obviously, because your parents are teachers,
they know that, and
But they also are probably like,
well,
I mean, at least,
no,
I
I
mean,
think
you think their
they're
spouses are,
yes,
okay.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think they get it, and I got lucky too. I have a lot of their parents, so the grandparents
Oh, yes.
help out a lot
Yes.
in my daycare. So I don't know. I have a very lucky right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
And it took me a long time to get to this
And I
point.
think I have a little bit of that. Like, I
Mhm.
have some that have great grandparent support, and then some that have no grandparent support.
Yeah.
And so it's very like iffy in terms of like,
Yeah.
you know, who can help out or whatever.
Mhm.
But I had a family, I think, over the past this year. Their oldest is in middle school for the first time and playing a sport. Well, in middle school, your sports are right after school. And so they would pick up every Monday, Wednesday at 3:00 so they could get to her basketball game. And it was like, they're like, I just don't understand this. And I'm like, well, it's middle school and
Yep.
that's just where it's at. And then, you know, I'm like, and next week your band concert's going to be at 4:00. So make sure you got that day off too, you know? And they're like, why? I mean, they're learning that they have to leave work at least once a week to do these things.
Yeah. Which is weird.
Yeah.
But
And I mean, obviously as they get older, it kind of goes away again, you know, because then things are later as they're in high school.
yeah.
But
I
then
mean,
you're
we
also
have a, you know, we have a high school, middle school, and two elementary schools. So we're
Yeah.
in all. I'm in all three schools right now.
Yep.
So it is a lot, but I don't know. We will be for a little bit longer, but
yeah.
so
And I mean, with my two, I have two in college, and I think that's a completely different.
yes,
So if I'm
Right.
leaving, I'm leaving for a day because
I
I
know.
either have to go away for the weekend or I have to. It's a during the day event.
I know,
you
and
know.
we're gonna have to start touring schools
Yeah.
soon, and I don't know how we're gonna do that yet, but we'll have to figure that out. But
Yeah.
so, anyways, but yeah, that's I don't know. We kind
Yeah. So I mean, really, I mean, we started this for isolation. We started this because we were doing this alone. We started this because
we felt like we like talking to each other. We have somebody, so we thought
yeah,
let's
and
talk
we
to kind of have that out there.
yeah, and also we've got a lot of experience between the two of us with
Which we got our math wrong last
life.
time. Somebody mentioned.
Math was wrong, so that's not my forte. I am not a math
I just read it, but
no,
I just went with it. It's fine.
numbers are not my jam,
Doesn't
so I don't enjoy them.
Well, yeah, and that's part of it too. So like I'm actually good at numbers, but I just read that and just went with it. But you struggle with numbers, even with like the numbers of your kids.
Oh my
like
gosh.
that. So you always come to me and ask, like, figure out.
I have to verify everything. I verify like, okay, are the numbers correct? Can I take this kid?
Yeah,
Is it? Am I
I have somebody wanting
adding
to come.
this
Yeah,
math wrong? What is? Yeah, I don't enjoy it, so I don't
yeah,
want to do it.
yep. So I always figure it out for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's really nice. But
Yeah. And I think because we are in a different phase of like our kids are older, and even though you have a couple elementary, it's still
they're old. They're
things are slowing down a little bit for us. So that made it easier for us to start this now versus when they were 5.
Yes. Well, my high schooler can drive now. Yay.
Yes.
So she just got her license. So that is helpful. So we have a little bit of reprieve there. But yeah, things are slowing down a little bit. Things are still crazy for me. Like right after this, I have to get 2 kids to 2 different cities at the exact same time. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. But I'll figure it out. So things are a little still crazy for me, and I think that's it. You kind of started this and then are like, hey, do this with me. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But and it is nice. I can come here, and we're doing it on a Saturday morning, so it's not really we don't have everything going on right now.
Yeah.
But because things are slowing down more for you.
Yep.
So I think that was kind of how it got started. You have time, you know,
Yeah.
I'm figuring it out.
But now I'm also in a stage of like needing a hobby or something to do with my free time. And I hate to say that because I don't want to do daycare after hours. I don't, I mean, I do to a point, like, you know, paperwork and whatever else I have to do. But even that stuff, you know, I don't want to be doing work after work.
No.
So this to me is a nice, relaxing hobby in a way to get me doing something else.
Yes.
I probably should take up like knitting or crocheting, but
I know. I think I have too
probably
many.
not going to happen.
I have too many hobbies. I was talking to somebody, last night, because I do sourdough and crochet, and I think that's my hobbies right now. But I want to start making croissants this year. I think I might take up that, figure that out.
I'm kind of a starter and stopper. I did sourdough for a while.
Yeah. And
Probably closer to the pandemic, you know, like when we were all sitting at home anyway. So I was like, ooh, what can I do?
Yeah. I keep taking on too many hobbies. I probably need to slow it down. I need to like finish a hobby I'm really bad about.
Yes, I am too.
But yeah.
I don't know. Yes. What else? I think one of our last reasons is that we really wanted to start this was because there's what you see online. It's either people like us who are just like, yes, I'm surviving daycare.
We're surviving. Yes.
Woo, I made it through another day. Or there's people that are like, have this amazing setup.
Yes.
They have, they do a craft every day. The kids are wonderful. They
I would love to
complain.
be like that. I would love to have the perfect setup. I keep rearranging to try and have the perfect setup.
Oh my gosh, I do too, and it does. I
keep thinking, oh, this is gonna be the one.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. I don't know, and
no,
I'm starting to get to the acceptance. Like, it's just not gonna be perfect.
Honestly, and I think like that's where the perimenopause and like that stuff comes in because one day I'm just like so motivated and so great. I'm like, yes. And the next day I'm so exhausted that I'm like, no, I give up. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yep.
I'm done with it all. I can't. I will never be perfect. And it's okay to not be perfect, but I strive.
But then tomorrow you'll think,
yeah,
I'm going to make it.
I'm going to
be perfect. I don't know.
And then 1 week before Christmas, I can do 5 crafts. And the parents are like, you pulled it off this week. Why aren't you pulling it off every week? Like, yep, nope, that was just me running on a lot of caffeine.
See, I don't even do I can't do that. They're lucky if we did it. I don't know. We don't do like structured crafts.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do a lot of structured crafts. I mean, they do all the manipulatives and stuff like that, but I'm like, you just figure it out. Yeah.
Erin is definitely more of a play-based daycare.
Yes.
Like,
I let the kids just play, figure things out on their own.
I'm probably 50-50. I'm a let's play this week and then let's try to do a few crafts this week because I try to find a little bit of a balance.
Yeah. I mean, I do add in like we talk about, you know, colors and letters and stuff like that. Like the other day this week, it was a couple days ago. My husband is our chef in the daycare. Not that it's great, but, you know, because I just can't. It's one less thing for me to do. And we had pancakes and peppers and pears. And so we talked about the peas. So we were it just happened.
Yes.
It just happened, but at lunch, we were like, what does the P say? And we went through and then we came up with other new words that start with P and things like that. But it just happened that was on the plate. And because they were calling the pear something different. I'm like, no, that's a pear. And then I'm like, oh, wait, you have pancakes and peppers too. And so we do stuff like that. It's not like it's a free-for-all, but we just do it more naturally.
Yes. Yeah.
In my daycare. I don't actually take out worksheets and
Yeah,
stuff
and
like
you
that.
know, honestly, I think I kind of learned. So during the pandemic, I had a lot of school agers coming in and doing homeschool, and I had a few
I did too. Yeah, that was hard. That
parents
was
that
hard.
were very, they wanted their
Yeah.
kids going to kindergarten. They
It
wanted their preschoolers to be doing
kindergarten stuff.
so
So much
much.
stuff. I did too.
And I mean, I was getting a curriculum in the mail, we were doing it, and then it got to a point where I was like,
It burnt me out.
it did. But
I got
also
burnt
like
out.
for ours, it was like it went into like blends and things that kindergartners don't need to know yet, or like
Right.
preschoolers going into kindergarten. So they weren't even kindergartners yet.
Yes.
And the parents were just so happy. I had like a
They
few
were
parents, they
learning
were
all
like,
they-
yay, they're learning. And I had one teacher mom come in and go, you know what? You don't need to be doing this.
Yes.
They should not be learning this yet. And she was like, I just want my kids to be safe and happy.
Yep.
And this is a horrible time in the world. And just make sure they're having fun too.
Yes.
And I went, oh my gosh, she's so right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I lost those two families that wanted more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
also
you remember that, yeah.
it was just it was crazy.
But
like
yeah, and we
the
can't.
kids don't need to be pushed all the time.
No. I think. I mean, one of my little girls can spell her own name. She knows the letters, but we just do it organically. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's fine if they're ready. They're ready, and if they're not. That's okay too. Because
Yeah.
every kid is different.
Yes.
Every
Oh my gosh.
kid grows differently and learns differently, and we're just I'm more of a I follow the kids where they're at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't push them to be what.
And I think I do that too. I just do a little bit more worksheets and also because
is fine,
that's what
too.
my parents want.
Which is
Yeah.
fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you can handle it, if you want to do it, that's totally fine.
Right.
I just got really burnt out from the pandemic, and so I just didn't want to. I couldn't.
Yeah. No, I think I did too. And I think it was more of like and I think that's why I'm a starter and a stopper, because I'll start something and I'm like, yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh, okay. Now this is getting to be too much. I got to stop again.
Well, and so I also don't track. Long time ago, I had parents that asked me like, "Oh, can you track their like the infants' bottles and how much they ate, and
Yeah.
or even like the
Yep.
older kids what they ate for lunch and when they had diaper changes and things like that and nap times and all that stuff." They wanted me to track all that, and finally, I was just like, "No, like." It's pretty much the same most of the time.
Oh, right,
And I
yeah.
will tell you if it's different.
Different. Yeah.
Because it doesn't really matter if kids like babies, I'll be like, oh, they're not, eating as much right now, but that just means they might not be going, if they eat more, they could be going through a growth spurt,
Yeah.
So we really don't worry until it's something to worry about.
Yeah.
Like something that's
Yeah.
like weirdly different. So, and if parents, ask about diapers, like, oh, did they poop today or something like that? Like, I don't have to write down that they pooped at noon. I can just say they pooped today
Yes.
if they
Yeah.
are curious about it.
Right.
They pooped at sometime today.
Yeah.
You don't have to know exactly when.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Not like parents are doing that at home.
Right.
Parents aren't
Yeah.
tracking what their kids are doing over the weekend.
I have had some in the past that do.
But
I had one family bring me a little tiny notebook, and they just asked if I could like
yeah.
write down the times for everything, and I was like, okay, you brought me everything, I will do it for you,
Mm-hmm.
but like don't advertise this because
Yes.
I don't want to do it for everybody.
Do it for everybody, yeah. But and some parents and some providers are fine doing that,
Yeah.
and I think that's totally fine. If those providers want to do that, don't like doing that and don't want to do that. And my parents don't want me to, because they want me to just be spending my time playing with the kids
Yeah,
or
having
watching the
fun
kids or
and
having fun or
doing-
doing other
yeah.
things, not writing and tracking every single thing.
Yeah.
And I had one parent come in and she was talking to another parent that doesn't come to my daycare. And that parent was like, well, how do you know that they because like her daycare must write down like this is what they did today and to stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, but how do you know that they like the daycare, and how do you know that the kids are okay and stuff like that? And my daycare, she's telling me this story, and she's like, my kids come running in with like wanting to see you. That's how I know that they like daycare.
Right.
Like they come with a big
Ah.
smile on their face, or they talk about me like at night. We had a long winter break, and I had multiple parents come back that were like, oh, they were talking about, they were so excited they could barely sleep last night because they got to go back to Miss Aaron's tomorrow. So
Yeah.
like that's how they know.
Yeah.
They don't need to have me write down everything that they do, or like I don't even know how that would determine if they like it or not.
Yes. Yes.
But
Like I don't. Yeah. Like yay,
doesn't-
they brought
yeah.
home this craft. They must like
they
it.
must like it. Yeah, like it doesn't really make sense. But
No. No, it doesn't.
yeah. And our mom, our brother was hit at a daycare. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And mom was like, we would never. She's like, the notes that got sent home didn't tell me that this was
Yeah.
happening.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's not where I'm finding this information out.
Yeah.
It's
It's like when people interview and we're discussing it, and I don't know if these people are going to stay with me, let's say.
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you know what? Or I don't know if they're going to sign up, I should say. But I tell them before they leave, you guys, you need to go with your gut feeling. And you honestly, now, I mean, obviously, there are times when you're like not 100% sure, but for the most part, your gut feeling will tell you.
That is the biggest indicator
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Is how do I feel about like when I'm interviewing? How do I?
Yes. Like, do these people like seem? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How
Yeah,
am I
and I
feeling
tell
about these people?
the parents interviewing too. I'm like, it's a trust. We have to both. It's a two-way
Yeah.
street here. It's not just they aren't just interviewing us. We are interviewing them
Yeah.
too, because we want parents. I do anyways. Want parents that are kind of on the same page. Like they have the same parenting style. We feel the same way. I don't know. It just makes things way easier.
Yeah.
Because it's because then it's kind of like a second home for the kids if they're going from the same type of parenting style and things like that. Like if you have somebody that's super strict and rigid and and then if you're going to a daycare like mine that's not as structured and strict, I follow the kids lead a lot more than making the kid, like I'm not super like you have to follow this schedule. I kind of am like, let's feel it out.
Yep.
Today we're just gonna we're like, and those two, it's not gonna go as well if you have a parent that's like super strict and then mine is not.
Yeah.
So like over winter break I had a lot of kids that were sick, super sick.
Yeah.
And so then they came back and the parents were like, they're so off schedule.
Yeah.
And they're still not, they're fine and healthy, but they're not like just, they got off schedule, they weren't sleeping as well, and they're like not feeling great. And I'm like, you know what? We're just going to have an easy day. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. Like, we might not do a lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were like, great. That's exactly what we want. So.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess we had kind of the same, but a lot of my families were sick over winter break too, with the same feeling, like where they came back and they're like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
Like we are just not. Yeah. And I was like, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine because we'll just take it easy too. We'll ease our way back into.
And I think I needed to ease my way back in too because I was still exhausted. But yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we got off on a tangent there.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what we're talking about.
We're on page like 5.
Oh. I'm way behind.
Oh my gosh. So I guess going back to like kind of why we started this with the isolation. Like
well, no, we moved to the different day, like how we run our daycares.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Yes.
I was like, I don't know where we went with
I
this.
know.
It just kept
I
going.
know, it kept going. We do that.
It's fine.
It just goes off on a tangent, and then we try.
She
and work our
really
way
hates
back.
it because I do flip around topics a lot.
I do too. I don't know. I just keep going on a weird, and then I don't know where I end up way over here. I don't know. But
Oh my gosh. But it's hard because when people see your daycare and they see your house, they're like, "Oh my gosh, everything's great." You know, it's like they just, I don't know. But when you're inside it, you're like, this is a lot more work
yeah,
and a lot more stress.
it's very.
And I'm tired and I'm working 10-hour days or whatever, however many hour days you're working, depending on, you know, your kid's schedule.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And now that I'm doing teachers too, they start early, so I'm starting earlier than I used to. So, but I did I close a half hour earlier than I used to. So
yeah,
I just shifted, but no,
yeah,
I'm not a morning person, so it is a little difficult. But
yeah, no, she's not.
no, it's rough,
And I drink a lot of coffee in the morning, so it's made me much more of a morning person.
I can't drink coffee, so that does not help me.
I think some of it too is that you don't really leave your house. Now, and some people love it. Some people
I think it is nice for a while.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is,
I
it
love not
is.
leaving my house.
You know, I get a lot of stuff done.
Yeah,
Right?
well,
But no, I don't. It's fine.
My house.
I thought I did. No,
Yeah.
I don't. I make my kids do a lot, so I don't.
Well, your kids are older.
Yeah.
I know. My kids need to start stepping up and doing more.
But you just, you don't. You're home. And then by the time you're done, you're like, am I too tired to leave my house? Do I just want to put my pajamas on and sit on the couch? Or
I
should
wear
I go to
pajamas
that
today.
yoga class? Or should I go to, you know, and I think when they were little, I felt a lot more isolated because I couldn't leave the house ever.
Well, and it was harder. You have to bundle them all up and
Yeah.
get them out. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of times I don't want to leave the house. I don't know. I send my husband out. I'm like, you just drive them everywhere. I don't want to. When my kids have activities. So,
Yeah. You're much more of an introvert than I am, though.
yeah.
You're okay being
I'm a
home alone.
I like being home.
I do not like it. I like to leave my house at least once a day.
Yeah.
If not once every couple of days, because I just need to be out.
I think, and I would prefer if I could I would hibernate all winter, and I would just like stay home by the fire, crocheting, reading books, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like I'm good. I just cozy up. I just want to like sleep and be cozy all winter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any, like, I mean, have you ever thought I should get a different job?
Yes, but then I think, what am I going to do? And it requires leaving the house, which I don't really want to do, and getting dressed. I basically roll out of bed. I am not, and that's, my daycare parents are fine with that. They don't care. And I mean, I throw on sweats and t-shirts, and I don't have to wear makeup. I don't wear makeup. I don't do my hair. I don't dress up, and I prefer that. So
Yeah.
I have thought of, like, some days I get to a point where I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Right.
I can't do this anymore. I need something to do something else. But then I think what that requires some,
Yeah.
what that requires, I don't really want to do that. So I would actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it. And I mean, so I have my teaching degree, elementary ed. And, before I started doing home daycare, I subbed.
Mm-hmm.
I taught kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
I did, so I was out there. And so then when I had my first, I stayed home for a year and a half. And then that's when I started. Because I also knew that I wanted a big family. And I thought, well, I won't be able to afford daycare on a teacher salary.
Right.
So then I was like, what should I do? That's how I first started this.
Mhm.
And then, but I am much more of a social person. And so for me, there's been many times where I'm like, should I go back to teaching? Now, I think I'm way past that,
Mhm.
technology wise. Like, honestly,
You
some
did.
of
You
it has to
subbed
do.
for my kids' room. Who was it? Nora.
Yes, when she was like in second grade.
Yes, it was second
Yes.
grade, and you were like,
Oh my
"What
God,
is
I couldn't
happening
even hook
here?"
up the iPad to the smart board. And I was like, this shouldn't be so complicated. And I don't understand why I can't figure it out. Nope. Couldn't figure it out. I had to have the tech lady come in. It should not have been that complicated. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I loved doing it. I loved subbing in her class. It was so much fun.
Yes.
Um,
And she loved it too.
But after
yeah.
that, honestly, I was like, I don't know if I should do this again.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was so, it shouldn't have been that difficult, but I'm just not a techie person. And
Mhm.
like I said before, I'm not a numbers person. Math, like, I don't, paperwork. I love playing with the kids. I love watching the kids.
I do.
I mean,
there
it
are
has its ups and
moments.
downs.
Yes, it does. There are moments, but I love watching the kids grow. I mean, yes, obviously there's bad days,
yeah.
I had two little girls like have complete meltdowns because in the gate there's like this hole in the gate or whatever. I think it's fine, but that's how the gate is built. And they were trying to both stick
It's
their
good
finger.
to clarify that.
Yeah,
So
it's
not
no,
like
it's a normal. It's not like a whole like broken hole. It's an actual. That's how it's built. They were sticking their finger. They both wanted. There's multiple holes, right? There's many of them. It's just how it's built. But they had to stick their finger in the same hole.
yeah.
And they were fighting over the same hole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they were just complete meltdown.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's see some of these moments. I'm like, I mean, it was like epic.
Right. Yes.
Epic meltdown because of this. And so some of those days, some of those moments, you're like, what?
Right.
What is happening?
Yeah.
But then there's moments, where you're snuggling with the babies or you're watching a 1-year-old build Legos. Like I have one, and they're like it's just you can almost see the wheels turning.
Yes. Yeah.
And like those are magical moments for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like I can see them, like they're building something, they're really working real hard and concentrating and focusing, and they're gonna figure this out, doing a puzzle or something like that. So I mean,
well, and I've had parents like go to like what is it, the preschool screening,
Mhm.
and then they come back and they're like, oh my gosh, they did amazing.
yeah,
Like that's completely on you.
yeah,
Like you did this. It was
Mhm.
not me.
yeah,
And and I'm like, well, I'm sure it was both of us.
yes,
But
yeah,
they're like just amazed at what their kid can do because they've never sat down with their kid and went, okay, can you tell me what this letter is?
yeah.
But it's just like that kind of stuff is so
I made it into somebody's Christmas
validating.
card.
What?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
I know. Because of what I think I had taught, this is a long time ago, but we were working on shapes, and I had taught that a diamond is also called a rhombus. And so
Okay.
they actually put that in their Christmas card.
The story behind this is when my 20-year-old daughter went to a preschool screening, she got that wrong. And she was like, it's a diamond.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, as a parent, I never thought to use the word rhombus. When she was
I don't even know if they
2.
do that anymore. But
Oh my goodness. And so they were like, ooh, that's wrong. And she was like, what the heck? And then so now both of us use that all the time in our daycare because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want all these kids to get this wrong, that a diamond is a rhombus.
I've never heard that since, though. So maybe it was
Maybe
just
they got rid of that because they
yeah.
also used to have in the preschool screening they also used to have the phones that what is it, the
Oh yeah, the old timey phones.
yeah,
the rotary phones.
the rotary yeah,
Whatever.
is that what they're called?
I
I
don't
don't know. The spinny dial phones.
Yes.
Yeah, like they were like, and what is this? And my kids looked at it and were like, I don't know.
But I think that was like
mean,
an older test. They must
Obviously,
have
this was
changed it
like
since then.
15 years ago or 8, whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, this was a long time ago.
Mhm.
So obviously,
Probably don't do
I
that
know
anymore,
they
but
have changed things, but still, it's that whole when you ask like, a 20-year-old or maybe even a little younger, I'm not really sure, like a 15-year-old, how to pick up a phone.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas you
No,
do the phone on your...
My 16 and 13-year-old do it this way.
Okay.
But the elementary kids do it this way.
And by this way, if you're not watching the video, it's like the thumb to
Finger?
pinky, yeah, the
yeah.
pinky to mouth kind of a thing. Whereas the other ones are
They'll-
like, they like pretend it's a cell phone with their
The
flat
hand.
hand.
They use a flat hand, yeah.
Um,
But there's other things too, where I do see this between the middle school and high schooler and the elementary kids. There's a divide there. That's where
Yeah.
I feel like is the divide. But it's funny because in the generations, so I think the high school and middle school, they're Gen Z.
okay.
And then
I don't remember.
but my 7th grader, he's right on the border.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I think he's actually an alpha, but he's
Okay.
right there. So I wonder if that's like part of it too. Like that is this
divide. Yeah.
It's kind of funny, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. We just I don't know. I'm
don't know.
like lost right now.
I know, me too.
We went off on another
We went
tangent
off
about the
another
diamond and the
tangent.
rhombus and
yes,
but
yeah. I think it's I don't know. See, this is where we're.
yeah, are you watching anything good on TV these days? I'll start off on a new tangent because I'm like, oh,
Throw that in there.
yeah.
Yes. Well. Yeah, Jason and I, my husband and I, finished watching Stranger Things, so we've wrapped it up. But the kids
I have not wrapped it up
started
yet.
Stranger Things.
Okay, so you're starting over.
We're starting over, which is actually really interesting because we were watching the final season while starting over at the same time. So
okay.
the adults, were doing both, and that was actually kind of fun and very interesting. There's a lot of controversy over this. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I really liked it.
Yep.
And how it wrapped up. Apparently, a lot of people don't, or some people don't.
Yeah,
It's like half
I've
and
heard
half,
that.
maybe?
I've heard that. Yeah.
I don't know.
But because I haven't finished it, it was too scary for my husband, so we stopped at a certain point.
And now my
I'm like,
my
oh,
9-year-old
like, where
is
do I
watching
start
it.
over?
They're only on
Yeah.
season 2, but
Okay.
I don't know. I am really liking it. We held off for a long time because even though my 16-year-old had wanted to watch it and my 13-year-old wanted to watch it earlier, I was like, no, you can't.
Yeah,
it's
it's
too
too scary.
You
Yeah.
can't watch it. And then now that it's the final season was being aired, they were like, we want to watch it because all our friends watched it and we want to watch it. So I'm like, okay, fine. I guess you can watch it. Like everybody else your age, it's probably fine. So they started, and then the younger two, just walked in and they're like, what are you watching? And then they started watching it too. And I was like, I don't know. I think it's going to be too scary for you guys. But they're enjoying it. I don't.
Maybe it'll
it's
get
weird.
worse though, because I mean, it does get scarier as the seasons go on.
but
So I mean,
their
maybe
friends some of their friends have watched it.
yeah.
So they're talking about it at school. Like my 3rd grader is talking about it at school. He knows the spoiler for the end of the season. He's told me,
Oh my
but didn't tell
gosh.
anybody else because he
That's
didn't
hilarious.
He didn't want to spoil it for anybody else.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But so like he's finding things out. I don't know. It's kind of fun. I mean, it's pop culture and everything like that.
It is, and I think that like eventually, 3 out of my 4 kids have watched it, and eventually like they'll probably. But my 3rd one, he hasn't watched the entire thing.
Yeah.
So eventually he'll probably have to watch it, or he'll probably watch all of it just as a like a pop culture thing.
Right.
We do a lot of that with our kids with movies.
Yeah.
We made them watch The Terminator.
Yeah.
And like because there's
Well,
just like famous lines that come back, and you're like,
have
oh
to
my
be
gosh,
like,
I need
we
my
watched
kid
The Wizard
to...
of Oz, though my kids were in The Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
the play, which was really cool. But we had them before that. We had them watch the movie because it's like we're not in Kansas anymore, and you're like, you got to know where that comes from.
Yes.
That sort of thing. We're actually the funny thing. So they were in The Wizard of Oz a few years back through the community theater production, whatever, and they were munchkins, so it was super cute. And they loved it. So we started reading the Wizard of Oz books. There's 14 of them.
I didn't know there were that many.
There's 14, and they are crazy. Like, they're the weirdest things, and they're so weird. But the movie is just the first one, the first book.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay.
And so then there's 13 more books.
I feel like they could have made some.
They're very old though,
but
and they're not really
yes.
well done. There's like
Yep,
the
yep.
Return to Oz, which
Yes,
actually
that's
isn't
true.
the
I
book.
remember that.
Though it's yeah, and that's not really. But so we're kind of Wizard of Oz snobs now. Like it's
Yep.
So like Wicked, we love Wicked, but
yep.
we're like it's not canon.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fanfic. It's
Yeah.
not. But
Nobody knows what you're talking about, or at least I don't.
well, like fanfic is just like a fan decided to just like make something up.
Oh,
on their
yeah.
own.
Okay,
Canon
got it.
is like still within
The realm of
within what
with
the
storyline is or
storyline.
whatever.
Yeah,
Okay,
like you
got
can
it.
kind of veer from it, but it always talks about like how the original.
Yes.
It refers back, or at least it follows that.
Right.
But anyways, so we did that. So we finished those books. We just finished those books.
Okay.
And they are super crazy. And some
okay.
things you look at, like The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I think is taken from like there's like not references.
Oh, that's interesting.
But there's people like you're like I think
this character
is
okay.
based off of this character in The Wizard of Oz. I don't know. It's kind of cool. But it is
that would be
a while.
interesting to do a deep dive into that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But now, so I read to them every night.
Okay.
A chapter from a book, and we have started the Little House on the Prairie series.
Oh.
I know, weird.
Yeah.
We just decided. I was like, let's try this.
Oh my gosh, I think I did that when the kids were little, when the girls were little, and then I think we made it like one book. And
One
then
book.
We were like,
we'll see how it goes. We're
yep.
reading Little House
That's all
in the Big Woods.
Okay.
It's very interesting too. I don't know.
Gosh, I haven't read those in years.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So that's fun, but interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. We keep picking these kind of weird books.
Well, and there's a lot of those too.
Yeah. Well, yes. I think we got the series. There's like 5 books. But they're
okay.
short.
That's not too bad.
And
though.
they're like they're chapter books, but they're like
You should do
not.
Nancy Drew next, maybe.
We do have Nancy Drew.
Okay.
We didn't quite get into those as much.
No. Yeah.
But the kids are actually liking it's kind of it's really more descriptive than storytelling. It's really kind of weird.
Yeah.
But they're interesting and the kids actually are enjoying them.
I just found a book that I want to read called Boy Mom because I swear raising girls versus boys is so different. And just connecting with them is different.
See, and I don't have the same though.
But it wasn't before. But
yeah,
now,
so maybe they'll change. I don't know.
My oldest boy is 17. And so we are just entering this grunting, no talking phase, really. There's not a lot of words coming out. Should we tour colleges?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like just to, come on, give me something.
Yeah.
What college do you want to tour? Should I just make tours at all the colleges? Because I will.
Yeah.
And it was just about how to like kind of raise them to be a good human, but also like how to like talk to them and how to like understand them a little bit better. And maybe I'm being too pushy, but honestly, my first wasn't she's a little bit more introverted. My second is just like me.
All my kids talk.
Constantly talking. And so I think going to now back to a non-talker is becoming difficult for me.
Yeah. We'll see how
And I think that's part of the reason too that we started this is because for me personally, my 2 girls are gone. You know, they're both at college and they were my conversation. Like they were my talkers. And now I just have 2 boys at home and
that grunt.
Yeah, there's not a lot of conversations happening. And if there is, sometimes it's about a video game or an Avengers movie, and I don't, bringing it back to the perimenopause, I don't remember everything. So I'll be like, who's that character? What's happening? Okay,
But see,
I don't remember that because I don't remember anything in this phase of life right now. And I'm
But-
like, refresh my memory. And they're like, oh, mom.
yeah. See, I'm more into those things, though.
Yes, you are. And
So I
yeah.
actually like having conversations with them about that stuff because I'm into it too.
Yeah.
And so
I probably need to pick up a hobby that relates to what they like more. But honestly, I don't know. I don't think I could sit and play video games for hours with them. I'd rather go
they
take
play
a
different.
run.
I think I mean, yeah. And my kids play video games too, but my girls play, like, they play them too. I think my
Well,
kids
mine
are,
do too.
yeah.
But my boys are more into like anime too. And anime, I'm not a huge, it's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't,
You're just not,
it's
yeah.
just not my thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I think right
So-
now, and my kids are younger, so right now we're all kind of in the same, what
Yeah.
we like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities.
Yes. And that's true. I think that's true because they're all in that phase, whereas like mine are kind of a little more divided.
And they're all into the same type of stuff. At least my older
Yeah.
two. The 16-year-old and the 13-year-old are both in theater.
Yeah.
So, and that's their big thing is theater. And so
Yeah.
we watch a lot of, but my younger two, my 5th grader also wants to do some theater too. So like,
Yeah.
she wants to do it. And then even the 3rd grader is, I don't know, he's probably could be in theater too, but he's a little young. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But we all love musicals and movies. But we also like the Avengers and Lord of the Rings and the
Yeah.
sci-fi stuff and the fantasy stuff. So we like a lot of the same books and movies, and we're we're well-rounded in the type of movies and books that we like.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's just one.
I
you
just
know.
can't remember anything. So I too am well-rounded, but
Well, I don't mean that you're not. I just meant like
I just like, oh my gosh, like you want me to remember a movie that we watched 2 months ago? I don't know. I can't remember it.
yeah.
It's the
I can't either. Then my kids
I'm
make
gonna-
fun of me for it.
yes,
So
like I have to remember that. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? I'm working on my taxes right now.
Yeah.
I can't do
I
anything.
think that's really I think it's more they say something and then I'm only half paying attention because I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Yeah, remember that thing we talked about?" And I'm like, "No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't. I probably was only half listening."
Yeah.
But that's been happening a lot lately. I think that is this perimenopause thing. It just started happening.
Yeah.
For me.
Yes.
Like it wasn't. I used to have a really good memory.
yeah.
And now I'm like, even my husband will be like, whatever, something about this thing. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, we had this, you participated in the conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think I did.
Yeah.
I was not there. And he's like, yes, you did. And I was like,
Yeah.
I think you're lying.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Yeah.
there's nothing about that conversation that I remember.
That's funny. No, I don't. I think
I just like block things now. I don't know.
I think I do too. It's just so easy to be like, and my brain can't take that in. And I'm move it along.
Yep.
I don't know.
So,
Oh my gosh.
all right.
What? Oh, I was gonna show you. I got this toy that I
yeah.
found. I think it was like on. I'm stepping away.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm kicking a bunch of other toys. Here, it was on like Facebook Marketplace. So I think that's where we got it. Have you seen this?
I don't know. No,
Oh,
I haven't seen an egg
It's called
carton.
my first find and match eggs.
Oh.
But
It's like a matching game?
yeah, take an egg out.
Oh.
So they're like shapes where you could discuss the rhombus. This is not a rhombus,
No.
but you
But,
could discuss the shapes with their proper names.
Mm-hmm. Is that a trapezoid?
Yeah, and have the kids there's a whole bunch of them, and we thought this was so cool. But there's even like an arrow, So yeah, and like a triangle, and so you could discuss I just thought it was like the coolest little toy or
Yeah.
whatever because it was just
That's
something
fun.
a little different.
Oh, yeah.
I should probably turn it around. so we can actually see. But like a plus sign or whatever. But yeah.
And it would take, like, you can't
Yes, you
necessarily
can't.
put them
Yeah,
together.
you want to be. It's like a little bit of a fine motor because you're trying to like match the,
Right.
put it in or
and
whatever.
and colors, different colors and shapes.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about the colors, but yeah, they all have a different color on the inside. But I thought that was kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know. My husband's been shopping on Facebook Marketplace a lot.
He likes to shop.
He does. He's a shopper. But he's been finding some really cool toys.
That is pretty cool.
So, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna we'll talk about
That's a
some
nice
fun
thing that you
toys
can just
that
have like
will-
out, and they can just play with it whenever.
Yes, and it fits nicely
And
in a
you
container,
can put it
so you can put it
away,
away
and yes.
nicely, which I
Yeah.
like.
And I like toys like this because they can use it for other things. So, like, yes, it's obviously, a manipulative, and they can work on their shapes and colors and stuff like that, and put them back together. But I could see my kids, like, playing, like, cooking with, like,
Oh yeah,
give me
like
your,
I'm gonna
your
crack
egg.
the egg, and
Yes.
like yes,
Because I have a lot of toys.
but also you could use it for art because you could paint, you could dip in and paint or stamp pads.
Yes.
And
stamp
it's
pads, yeah.
I mean it's plastic, so it'd be easy to clean
Wash
up.
off, yeah.
But there's like so much you could do with it, and I haven't seen this in like I was gonna say real life, but like
a store.
Yeah, like
or-
a store.
Yeah.
But I just
But
thought that
that's-
was so cool.
I like toys like that where you can use them for multiple things.
Yes, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm so sick of storing toys.
Yes.
There's just toys so many places, and I've kind of went through some toys, and I'm trying to get rid of toys.
Yeah, you have a lot.
And find the toys that are so much more worth it to keep.
Yes.
Can they be used for multiple tasks? Can they, my kids they're so much better when less is more to me,
Yes.
for me. And I
For
know
me
that,
too.
yeah, both of us kind of feel this way, where we like
They don't get overwhelmed.
less stuff.
Well,
and
I mean,
I
the
don't
more
get
they take
overwhelmed.
out, and then it's like time to clean up, and then
I have a young group
They
right now.
still
I mean, I have a
struggle.
couple. I have like
Kind of a
3
younger
kids that are
group,
going
too.
to kindergarten, but the rest of them are
yeah.
quite a bit younger. And so it is a little bit of a, just, I mean, the ones that are younger, they just don't clean up.
No.
And so we're
It's a little
we're
bit
working
harder.
on it. Yeah, we're working on it. It's
But yeah,
okay.
yeah. But the
Um,
less you have, and it's a little bit easier, or take only a few things out at a time.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna try to wrap up every time with a new
fun
toy,
toy.
or something that we can share with you guys that, maybe you guys can use in your space too.
Yeah. What is it? Oh, it's called My First Find and Match Eggs. So,
Yeah. I don't know if this podcast resonated with you. We'd
Yeah.
love to hear from you.
Yep.
Remember, everything will be in the comments for where the podcast is. So if you want to listen to it in a different way,
Yeah. Or
share it with
Yep.
friends. Other daycare providers would be great.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know. We need to wrap it up because I
Yeah.
gotta get my kids to their activities.
Thank you guys for
Yes.
listening so much. We really appreciate it, and we hope this helps you feel less alone.
Yeah, really, that's kind of, and connection. I think it's
Yes.
community and connection is what is important. And if we can help with that at all,
Yeah.
I think especially these days, I feel like we all need some community and feel a little more connection.
Yes, I agree.
So I think it makes us feel better.
Yeah. Thank you
So,
so much.
thank you. All right. Okay.
Oh my gosh. It got hot in here again.